Nhlivo, actually. Nhlivo, actually.
It's Nhlivo, actually.
Next up. Up next.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Nhlivo, and this is the Nhlivo Actually podcast, episode 38. Welcome back. Today I'm joined by a special guest. His name is Elkan, and he'll be representing his brand, Sharkbite Tema. Not only that, he'll also be representing the Tema lab. And we're going to be touching on some interesting topics today, like 3D printing and how to actually get your brand going using these dynamics. Elkan, welcome, brother.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for hosting me. So yeah, I'm actually happy and excited that we're doing this. I've been waiting. So yeah, at least you're winning it.
It's time.
It's time. Let's do this.
So whose idea was it to go into Sharkbite Tema? What motivated that?
Well, basically, Sharkbite Tema, it started in I think 2017
Okay.
or less. So I'm a baseball player, as I told you last time. So what's happening is every time when I go to bed, my teammates will be like do 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 like in the
Okay.
movies, you know.
All
So
right.
I didn't like the name at first. So
Yeah.
that's when I was like, shucks, man, how about I just take this name and then turn it into a brand? That was in 2015. No, that was in 2018. Where I sold my T-shirts and everything, but then the actual idea started in 2017.
I see.
Yeah, so that's when like everybody started calling me Sharkbite in the team. So I was like, okay, let's make Sharkbite a brand then, and then that's where it started.
Nice. Okay, so the roots of Sharkbite are based on you playing baseball growing up. So now, fast forward to present day. What is Sharkbite Demo? What does it represent? What does it offer?
So Sharkbite Tema, it's a local brand that offers like so many things that has to do with art. So we do T-shirt printing, we do customized pens, we do denim customization, we do portrait, we do murals. That's what you see at the back right here.
This is nice.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
so we actually do anything that you can think of that we have to do with hands, that we have to do with art.
Nice. Yeah, I was just admiring this mural. I'll actually post up for the people who follow us on social media,
Sure.
like what the complete mural looks like and what people can really expect from that.
Sure.
So I was very impressed by this.
Thank you very much. Thank you
It's
very much.
very artistic and the visuals are crazy. So started in an early age.
Yeah.
So what was your childhood upbringing like?
Oh man, I can't say it was good and I can't say it was bad. At least as I was getting what I needed and what I can get, it was okay.
Alright. We all have to start somewhere.
Yes,
So
true.
let's start here. The love of art. Where was it nurtured? How did it come about?
Well, the love of art, from my perspective, it started when I was a kid. I think I was in grade 3 after the accident, and then that's when I saw my uncle drawing, and I was like, this guy has some talents.
Wow.
And then I pushed myself so that I can be better than him or be like him, but then I surpassed him in a way where like I can actually draw a hand, and then he can also come to me and be like, hey Uncle, can you please help me to draw this hand? You know, and then that's where everything started, and then that's where I went to classes of art, and then I went to Alex High. I did 10, 11, 12, I did art. Went to TUT for 3 years, I did art, and then went to VUT and I did art and design.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually I have a B.Tech in art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a passion that is also informed technically.
Yes, most definitely it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's a great thing to see a young brother coming out of Alex who's pursued it to that level, because most people, when they look at art and artists, they just feel like you're just born with it, but they neglect the nuances involved in having the technicalities. to approach your work, you know, and props to you for going out there and getting yourself qualified and certified in that regard, right?
Thank you very much.
So right now, if someone were to stumble on Sharkbite Tema, what would they find?
They'll find the merchandise that we're selling. They'll find the creativity behind it. They'll find the art industry that we're pushing and trying to teach kids.
Okay. So what I'm getting is there's layers to it.
Yes.
There's merchandise,
Yes.
including clothing,
Mhm.
right? There's a layer teaching kids.
Mhm.
There's a layer of
There's music as well.
there's layers of design. There's layers of music.
Mhm.
Okay. So it seems like it's multifaceted. So
Very sharp.
how are you keeping up with all those multiple facets?
Well, for that, I have a team that we work with. So as for me, I deal with ideas and merchandising and painting as well. And then for Amisi, deals with music. And then there's my sister, there's my girlfriend who deals with what you call this? Asa.
Okay.
So yeah.
So your sister and your girlfriend are brand ambassadors.
Yes, even Amisi as a musician.
I'm see as a musician.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that because I've seen some of your merchandise and music videos. And what's the process? What is the hope of merging? Is the hope rather merging the music and the identity in terms of what Sharkbite represents in merchandise, or is it just using the platform that music offers to further the brand itself?
Well, in the music industry, we're looking at it like Sharkbite is going to be represented either way in the music video.
Okay.
You know, it's going to grow that way. So for us to merge music with the brand, it's for us to grow together. So for the musician and for the artist who's doing the branding and stuff, it's a win-win for both of us.
Okay. So it's a co-branding effort, but also Sharkbite is involved in the making of the music process through the artists that are part of like being brand ambassadors and part of inspiring some of the works of
Yes,
art.
and it's not only from Amisi only. Like we get local artists from township saying like, we're doing a music video, so can you please borrow us your brand? And then I highly do that and
Okay, that's great.
get the music
That's great
videos
stuff.
afterwards, and also get to post it.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple that you posted.
Yeah.
Well, what I also want to touch on is how is Sharkbite remaining innovative in this time, in this day and age. It's 2022. Everyone can make a T-shirt, but now we want to see who's doing something more.
So the trick about Sharkbite Tema is that as an artist, I am the one who's designing all the good stuff that you see on the T-shirt. So the creativity comes from me, and then not that I take it like I take a picture from Google and then edit it. No, I draw from scratch and then scan it, and then that's when I can be able to add colors and then add everything, all the elements that I needed, and put it on a T-shirt. So it becomes like it becomes when we're moving with time. Sharkbite is moving with time via the style that we get, via the new design of T-shirts, via the new tracksuit that we do of T-shirts, the beanies, the caps, and all that. So we get that and then get to move a lot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And how are you incorporating the latest technology in your production?
Well, as you know, like we now there's this technology called 3D printing. So we make key holders, we make corporate gift for people. Like let's say for example you buy like a set that suit like the one that I'm wearing right now.
This is from you.
Yes. So what we do is we put something in a bag so that when you open, you're not only getting what you've ordered, but then you also get a gift of saying we appreciate your support. You know. So via the designs we use CorelDRAW whereby like we get to do all the massive designs that we want. Whatever idea that comes into mind, we put it together and then create something. So yeah, like in terms of that technology, like it's saving us a lot and a lot of time as well.
Nice. So you touched on something big. Where we're sitting currently, we're sitting at Termite Labs. This is where 3D printing is being done. So I'll post up on the Instagram and the Facebook page some of the images of what a 3D printing machine looks like, and also some of the products that have been printed by the Termite Lab. I'm sitting with a couple here. Look at this. For those who are on our YouTube page, you'll obviously see what I'm pointing at, but it's a 3D printed sculpture of Leonardo da Vinci's creation, right? Very nice, very nice. And there's also one of Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy right here. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's been done here at Termite Labs, and I don't think a lot of people are expecting that they would find a 3D printing studio in Alexandra, first of all, and let alone understand what is 3D printing. So I'd just like you to just touch on what it is and how it landed here in Alexandra through this Termite.
Before I touch on what it is, let me say how it landed here in Alex. So basically what we did is we wanted to introduce 3D printing like in a local township. So we decided like Alex will be the one that's suitable for that, since then we have the yes hub. So we then came from here because we were working from Pretoria at the warehouse. So we then came from here and do some more introduction for 3D printing. And not everyone who knows about 3D printing. You know, every time when they talk about 3D printing, they will say maybe we're printing T-shirts and all that. That's why we incorporated the printing machine, the T-shirt printing machine and all that.
Okay.
So, what is 3D printing? It's a manufacturing process whereby like it fuse layer to layer when you create something. So as you're looking at this Leonardo da Vinci piece, it has a skull as well. So it's being designed using on-shape software, which is usually used on the internet. And then, and then that's when we got to design this and then be able to print it. So we actually printing every object that anyone can think of.
Yeah.
Any piece of a door or hinges door or whatever that you would want to print, we do that here in Tema Lab.
I remember when I first came through here, you were telling me that you can even scan someone and create a 3D printed item, like a sculpture of them, as they currently are.
Yes.
I feel like that's very interesting. So for anyone who's interested, well, how could they like delve into this as maybe a consumer first and then learning more about it after?
Well, if you want something like that, you just come to us, and then because since then we are here in Alex, we deal with business to client. At the warehouse, they deal with business to business, and so they deal with big companies.
Okay.
You know, so you come to us, and then we give you a quote on what's gonna cost you. But then first we would have scanned you first, and then knowing what material it takes, how long it's gonna print, and then what material you're going to use. Because there's FDM, there's SLS, there's SLA. So those three materials are different. We got FDM whereby we have the filament, which is just a small amount of string, and then when it gets to the machine, it melts and then it creates the layer on top of another layer until we get the picture. You know, and then there's SLA. SLA is whereby like you get a liquid. It's not like water, but then it's liquid, or whereby we'll be using foam flat, and then it prints from underneath, the laser's underneath, and then it's gonna heat up the plate until it creates whatever design that you want. And then there's SLS as well, whereby like we use powder. So with powder, you just put it in the machine, and then it's gonna heat up with the laser everywhere where it was commanded to print, and then the final product is gonna come out as the way it is.
Three different things that are used, materials that are used to 3D print. So now, What is the big idea in terms of what we are trying to do with this lab? What are we trying to achieve within this community and the surrounding areas through this lab?
You know, there's this thing about there's lack of employment based on youth. So what we're trying to do here now is, while we're introducing 3D printing to the township, we also want to introduce it to the youth of guys, so that they know what we're talking about, so that they know what is 3D printing. Because it's like, for my first time, it was very confusing of knowing what is 3D until I make a research about it.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's important for the now we know that, okay, if we get interns here and then get to learn about 3D printing, get to know what it does and what it's capable of, they can go outside and tell other youth. And then they can tell them, hey, if you want to register as well, you can come to us and be part of 3D printing. And maybe it also adds to the work experience on your CV. Because when you go to check to apply for a job, they'll tell you about experience. And then this is the experience that we're getting the youth based on 3D.
So what I'm getting from you is that Termite Labs is here in Alexandra to help educate the youth about 3D printing and also give them experience in terms of 3D printing, so they can either become entrepreneurs within that space of 3D printing. Because I remember you ran me through the price of the 3D printers. So there's a possibility you can get your own 3D printer and start off as a small scale manufacturer, maybe you specialize in key holders or whatever first, and try and build from there.
Yes, because from here you get to know which companies might need the service of 3D printing. You know, we make leads whereby like in the head office, that's where they communicate with those people and say, hey, we're doing 3D printing and time like that. So how about we do something for you, just to show you what we can do? Because in most of the cases, we don't have this kind of machines. You know, everything that you have to do, every part that you have to get, you have to source it from China or from US or something like that. And then it takes time from there. But then as Tema Lab, we actually can do it like in a command where, like, you say, guys, I need this, and we have it in the system. We can print it and tell you, okay, come and collect it tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys are now, as Termite Labs, taking back the power of manufacturing and putting it back in the hands of the people. And empowering them with knowledge also on how they can do it themselves. Like, I remember you showed me a 3D print of a hinge, a door hinge, to say, you don't need to, if this door was made in 1980 and that company that made the door doesn't exist anymore, it doesn't mean now you have to rip this door out and put in a new one.
Yes.
You can bring the other hinge that's still intact.
And we can print it out for you.
Make it.
Yes.
Whether with steel, with plastics.
It's up to you as a client in which material you want. And we can also recommend a tougher material for you and then say, okay, if you want a door hinge, then we can use this certain material. If
and it will last longer, be more durable over time, so you don't stumble across the same problem. Because I've seen, you showed me some stuff 3D printed with metal, some stuff done with ceramics, like vases and stuff, some stuff done with like plastic types of material. So it's very interesting to see what 3D printing is becoming. You know, you also showed me a video of how other countries on a larger scale are using it to build houses and stuff. So I believe it all begins with us adopting the technology active. You know, so if you're a youth out there watching this, take some time out and come on over to Alex Mall and then look for the Yes Hub, right? And Lucia Building, Yes Hub. You show up, you ask for Elkan or just go straight to reception and then speak to them on how you can get involved. I mean, this thing is right in your backyard. And also, if you are someone that wants to create something in 3D, feel free to come here and they can give you a quotation. I have some ideas also that I've been discussing it. How can, in terms of what I can do with 3D printing and how Sharkbite Tema can help me have nice pieces of art like this, and you can have this for yourself as well. You know, it's just a matter of reaching out. So, speaking of reaching out, how can our listeners and viewers contact you?
So what we do is we in a mission of every end of the month we put up a gazebo at 15 number 34, but then you put it down there at John Brand, whereby like you can sell the items of Sharkbite and also display some of the 3D printing parts.
Oh,
Then
nice.
like people come and then they can ask, what's this, how do you do this, what's the code, how much does it cost? You see? So it's next to 25 Cafe at John Brand. So yeah. So if you want to get me and then we are not there, you can always come here at the lab and then you can always find me, or you can go to the Facebook page, which is Sharkbite Tema. You can get us there. There's also the WhatsApp number there, the WhatsApp button there. You can also go through it and then see some catalog on what we're selling, what's new, what's for sale, what's on special. If there's Black Friday, we also post there. And then on Instagram, it's also Sharkbite Tema. You can also find us there. And we also have a website. That's www.sharkbitetema.co.za. So yeah.
All right. So you guys know what to do. Just pay attention to what's happening all around you. Just go over there, Sharkbite Tema's website or any socials. You can reach out to him, DM, and find out how can you be a part of this, or how can you support this, and how can you like be someone that's in the know, that's kind, that's right now, that's trying to be doing life-changing stuff. You know,
because most of the people might be going to Josie for t-shirt printing and all that, and little that they know that SBT is just here in Alex, and then they can also like take a taxi, turn right away, and then come and get some quotation, or even ask how much is it?
How much is a t-shirt? Get a t-shirt printed. It's easy. You don't have to go that far. That's why I'm saying we have so many good services here, and that people aren't even aware of.
Exactly.
So that's why platforms like Nhlivo actually exist, so that we can uncover some of the hidden gems that we have all around us in Alex and surrounding areas. And we need to support each other just so we keep this type of momentum going.
Sure.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to share with our viewers that they can look forward to, what the future holds, what currently can they like really be interested in when it comes to you, your brand, Termite Labs? What can you be interested in?
Well, firstly, I'll start by saying like Nhlivo actually is a good platform for this, and then also to showcase some of the talents that's hidden in Alex that people they don't even know about. You know, they can get to see and understand what's happening in Alex, because they might be lazy to go to take a walk and then going around asking, but then they can always sit at home and then look at their phone, go to Facebook and say Nhlivo actually, and then find more information that they thought they would find there. And then with SBT Bafetu, it's a fun ground. Like, you come with your ideas, we can print it for you. You come with whatever logo or sample of anything that you might think of that you want SBT to do for you. You can even put more creativity in it, and you love it even more. If you have your old shoes that you're thinking of throwing away, give it to us and let us design them. I'm pretty sure afterwards you'll like them. And then in terms of Termite Lab, anything is possible. What you imagine, we can make it. Whatever part or piece or object that you might think of that you want to be printed, and then you can just come over to the hub and then we can easily make that for you. So,
my brother, thanks for making time. It's been Nhlivo actually episode 38. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll see you next time with another episode and a more exciting guest. If this isn't the most exciting one, stay tuned.
Thank you.
Sure.